Hey, Tracie here with BibleJournalingMinistries.com, and in this video, I have the pleasure of reviewing the latest ESV Journaling Study Bible. I'm so excited. I haven't seen a journaling study Bible yet, and I'm excited to share it with you today. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Crossway sent me this Bible to give away during our conference. Our conference will be on October 11th through 13th, 2023. So I'm super excited to give one of these Bibles away. In fact, they sent me 3 of these ones, different covers, but all the same type of journaling study Bible. So I'm excited to share it with you. And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter if you haven't already, and that will give you the heads up when it is time to sign up for our free online Bible journaling conference. So when I saw this Bible, I was like, what is a journaling study Bible? I haven't seen one of these before. So if you have seen a journaling study Bible before, please let me know in the comments and let me know where you saw it. Was it on Amazon? Was it ESV? Who made it? Was it Tyndall? Was it, let me know if you've seen it, and as many details as you can, because I haven't seen one yet. And so this was so surprising when they sent it to me. So this one here is called the ESV Journaling Study Bible, and it's the cloth overboard blush ochre floral design. It does retail for $59.99. It does come in this beautiful blush hardcover case, and it has a really beautiful gray edge to it with the gold, actually that looks like gold, but it could be rose gold embossing on that. So I found this to be a very gorgeous Bible. Again, it has that cloth overboard design to it. And if I just open it up and share it with you, I'll give you dimensions in a bit, because I know some of you guys might be interested in that. But let's go ahead and open up it first and see what makes it a study Bible and what is unique about this Bible and how awesome it is. So let's check it out. So first of all, as I open up the Bible, the initial pages here for your dedications and things like that are pretty thick, just so you know. They're nice and glossy, have a nice smooth feel to it. So you can write your notes here, you can write your dedication here and be confident whatever you use, unless it's a permanent marker, was probably not going to bleed through. So I think these are really beautiful, thick pages. And then we get into our Bible page. Now this page is thin, like a normal kind of Bible. I wouldn't say it's thicker like an illustrating Bible, but this one is thin like a standard Bible. So if that is concerning to you, you kind of get a feel for how thick these pages are. Not very thick. And as I open this up, and we wouldn't expect them to be too thick, because as it's a study Bible, there's going to be more content in it. It's just going to make the Bible bigger and bigger. And with the opportunity to journal in it, it just makes the Bible even bigger. So the fact they got it into this small size, yeah, the pages have to be somewhat thin. So it looks like in the table of contents, we have some charts, we have some character profiles, we have some illustrations, some abbreviations, introduction, then we have an overview, then we go into the Old Testament and the New Testament. So we'll see that it has the table, the index for the charts that are included. So there's going to be charts and diagrams in here. There's going to be different character profiles, and there's going to be some illustrations. So that's exciting. We'll have to look through each of those. There's some abbreviations, and then we have an introduction, the purpose of the translation, and all that information you can find there. All right, and then we go into the preface or preface, and then we have the overview of the Bible. And it's interesting because even in these sections, you're getting your ability to take notes. So that's good. As you read this, you can take notes as well. So then we go into the Old Testament, and they give you some essential components of the Old Testament, tell you a little bit about it in relation to the story. Then it talks about the dates, and they kind of list it out for you. That's nice. So we have some charts here. We have a Hebrew calendar here. And then we have the introduction to Genesis with a timeline across the top. We have the author, date, recipients. We have the theme. We have the key themes as well. This is so key when you're starting to read a Bible. If you haven't read a study Bible before, they're really helpful because they give you like structure. And for me, structure is so important. I love to, don't get me wrong, I'll just pick up the Bible and read it all day long. I love it. But it's nice sometimes to get in here and think about the structure and the purpose and the author and all that great stuff, because it gives you more context as you're reading it. Now, I know in our Bible journaling membership called Momentum, we do more of an in-depth study or in-depth devotional on one book of the Bible every year. And then we do topics throughout the year. So every month we do a devotion with the Bible journaling kits and things like that. But this one for this year, one of our focus books of the Bible this year was the book of Proverbs. And so in that devotion, I broke down what was the purpose of Proverbs, why was it written, how is it structured, and then the overview. And that's what we did for the devotion. So I find this to be very helpful to understand and give context to the book of the Bible that you're reading. So I encourage you to read this in your study Bible. Then we have an outline, and then we have, it looks like a chart here, a map. So that's nice. Okay, so once we get into the books of the Bible, you can see it's a 2-column layout here. They say it's a 7.5 point font. Now to me, this does look a little bit bigger than that, but I can't tell you for sure. I have charts that I use for font sizes, and it does look, when compared to my charts, the font size does actually look bigger than 7.5. However, on the website, it does say 7.5, so we're going to stick with what the website says. So as you can see here, you have your Bible, and then you have your study guides here. So once you read a section of the Bible, sometimes it's helpful to go into the study guide and see if there's any additional information that they want to share with you about that particular verse. In the column here, you do have some space for writing in terms of how wide that is. Let me grab my ruler here. So my ruler is showing this as a 2¼ inch wide from the edge of the words to the edge of the paper. And then from just the line length, you're looking at about 2 inches. For those of my friends who like centimeters, that is about almost 6 centimeters, about 5.75-ish, or maybe even 5.8 centimeters. And then you have, for the line length itself, you have 5 centimeters. In terms of how long you have in terms of the page size, it's about 8.5 inches long. And for writing space, you've got about 7¼ inches for writing space. And for my friends who like centimeters, this is about 20 and almost 21 centimeters, more like 20.8 centimeters. And then for the actual writing space, about 18 centimeters. So I love that you can just come in here and now you can do your Bible journaling and your study all in one Bible. This is so amazing. I love it. So I'm just going to flip through it so you can see that here's like a genealogy in the study notes. You've got a timeline here. You've got the chronological timeline of Noah's time in the ark. I mean, all the details that you need are just here in this one journaling Bible. So you really don't have to, but I highly recommend always diving deeper. So you could get another study Bible, but you have this and everything is here for you. I love that it gives you a little bit, this is, I think, a character profile here where it gives you the key reference. And this one here is Ishmael. So they're giving you character profiles as well. And then again, a lot of charts and things. So obviously I'm not going to go through the whole Bible, but I'm just going to flip through and just kind of give you an idea of the kind of content that you're going to be looking at when you actually read this Bible. So let's go into all the way here towards the New Testament and look at that. Okay. So when we get to the New Testament, they are giving you the theology and timeline of the New Testament. Talks a little bit about Jesus and Christ's work on the cross. And then it has a timeline. And then you get into Matthew, and the structure is exactly the same as it was through Genesis, where you get your timeline, you get your author, theme, purpose, key themes, and outline. You're getting your map for the setting of Matthew, and then you go into the Gospel of Matthew with your Bible and your study Bible below. And then you're getting your character profiles here. This one here is Herod the Great, and then some additional context and notes there. Let's see if I can't find any more charts for you. I would be surprised if we couldn't find one. But let's just keep looking. So you can just kind of see. Oh, here's a chart of all the parables of Jesus. Oh, that one would be really handy to have on hand. I love this. I especially love looking at the little highlighted areas they have too, that give you a little more context. For example, this little box here talks about what was one talent. So it tells you that a talent was equal to about 20 years worth of wages for a laborer. In terms of American dollars, in 2011, one talent would be equal to $600,000. Wow. So it just kind of tells you a little bit about that. So here's some more charts. This is the harmony of events of Holy Week. I just find this to be a very, very helpful study. Okay, here's what I was looking for. So here is a chart or picture of Jerusalem in the time of Jesus. And so they have like all the areas here where you can see, like, here's Herod's palace. You can see the Tower of Hippicus. You can see the upper city. You could see the Bethsaida pools. That's cool. And I love that as they're pointing you there to where you are, it tells you to go see John 9:7, see John 5:2. So you can really look at this and then go look up the verses that go along with it. That's so helpful. So that is just an example of a chart. Here's another example of a map. And then here you have the different settings of Mark. And then you have the different designations there as well. So this is going to be for Mark with the intro and the same thing. So I really like the structure of this Bible. Let's go look at the back of it and just see what else we're getting in here. So obviously you're going to get all of the Bible, and then you're going to get some additional information. So let's see what we have. So we finish up with Revelation, and then we go to articles and resources. So you're going to get articles on God's plan of salvation. Very fun to read. The importance of the church, the authority and reliability of the Bible, how to read and understand the Bible, how to apply the Bible, doctrine. You're going to get ethics. And then you're going to get a glossary. That's nice. So glossaries are really great for when you're looking up topics, I think. So, or words that you don't understand, those are good. And then we have here, this looks like an index. So let's, concordance. Yeah. Oh, wait, don't forget. So we have the weights and measures. We have the concordance. So this is pretty comprehensive in terms of a study Bible. I would definitely enjoy having one of these. In fact, I will buy me one. As I'm going to give this one away during our conference. So I think I would love to do some journaling in this. And it would just be nice to have everything together. And then you have your contributors, and then you have your map. Oh, I love this. Some additional maps for you in that heavyweight paper. Okay, a lot of maps. Lots of maps. 14 maps. I love this one. Paul's third missionary journey and his voyage to Rome. That's neat. You can see how he traveled. And then, so there are 15 total maps. I just want to read it. Like, I'm sitting here trying to do the review and I'm like ready to read it. Then you have your last page here. It's beautiful interior as well. In terms of measurements for this Bible, you're looking at approximately 8.5 long by 7.5 wide. For my centimeter friends, 21.5 centimeters long and about 19 centimeters wide. In terms of the width, you're looking at about 4 centimeters wide, or if you're an inches gal, you are, or guy, you're 1 and about 3/4, 1.75-ish inches wide. And also I wanted to let you know there is a coordinating bookmark. I didn't show that to you before, but it is gray. And I will show it to you here. I love it. In terms of weight, and the reason why I weigh these is because some of us carry these around in our bags, and it's always good to know how much more weight you're going to be carrying around. So this is 2 pounds, 14.8 ounces, so you can estimate about 3 pounds for your Bible. This is an ESV Bible, English Standard Version. So if you haven't had a chance to read this version yet, I highly recommend it. It is a decent version. I like it and have read it. It's one of my favorite versions. So I hope that you will consider that. And again, if you want to win this, make sure that you attend our free Bible journaling conference on October 11th through 13th, 2023, and you'll have a chance to win just by registering for that free conference. If you want to be notified when that registration is available, because we do have limited seats, please go ahead and subscribe to our newsletter. We'll leave that link in the description. If you like these reviews, please give this thumbs up. That would be really helpful for our channel and to help our ministry thrive, and share the good news with others. Have a very beautiful day. Goodbye.